My childhood bully sent me an apology letter 20 years later, but it wasn't to make amends. The envelope sat on my counter for an hour before I could bring myself to open it. It was addressed from Dennis, and I knew exactly who that was. When I finally opened it, there were 4 pages inside. He apologized for everything he did back then. I shoved you into lockers every morning. I spread rumors about you, made you eat lunch alone for 2 years. I'm so sorry, he wrote. He said his dad used to beat him at home, and that he took all that anger out on me instead. I've been in therapy for years now. I'm not that kid anymore. Can you ever forgive me? Part of me felt this weird sense of relief reading it, like maybe it really wasn't my fault after all. Then I noticed the return address printed at the bottom, Cell Block D at a maximum security prison. I felt the room tilt slightly. I looked up the facility on my phone, and it only housed violent offenders serving 25 years to life. Dennis wasn't locked up for bullying kids in middle school. He'd done something serious, and I had no idea what it was. I couldn't stop thinking about the letter for days. Finally, I wrote back telling him I forgave him and that his honesty meant a lot to me. It felt like I was finally letting go of something I'd carried for 20 years. 2 weeks later, Dennis wrote back, "Your forgiveness just lifted a weight I've been carrying since we were kids. Thank you so much. You have no idea what this means," his letter said. We started exchanging letters regularly after that. He told me about all these rehabilitation programs he'd completed in prison. "I help younger guys in here now," one letter said. "Help them break the cycle before it's too late." One letter even mentioned how he remembered my mom being sick back in 7th grade. "I'm so sorry I made fun of you about that. That was cruel. How is she doing now?" I actually cried reading that because it meant he really did care about making things right. My therapist thought the whole thing was incredibly healthy. "Forgiveness is one of the most powerful things you can do," she told me during one session. My best friend kept saying how brave I was. "I could never do what you're doing. You're amazing," she said. After about 4 months, something shifted. I started feeling like I needed to see him face to face, even though part of me still wondered what he'd done. I scheduled a visit at the prison for Saturday morning. When I called my friend on Thursday night to tell her, she got really emotional. "I'm so proud of you. You're turning something so painful into something beautiful," she said through tears. I felt really good about the whole thing. This was going to be the closure I needed. Saturday morning, I woke up early and drove 2 hours to the prison. The facility was massive and gray with layers of fencing around it. Inside the visiting room, I checked in with a guard at the desk. He looked at my ID and then looked up at my face, then back down at his paperwork, then back at my face. His expression went strange. "You here to see Dennis?" I nodded. He kept staring at me. "That's really strange. You look exactly like his victim." My entire body went cold. "What?" The guard seemed to realize he'd said too much. "Just have a seat over there." I sat down at a table. My hands were shaking. My mind was racing. What did that guard mean? A door opened, and Dennis walked in wearing an orange jumpsuit. When he saw me, his whole face lit up, but then immediately fell. He looked like he might cry. He sat down across from me slowly. "Thank you so much for coming," he said quietly. His voice was shaking. We talked for a few minutes about the letters, but something felt off. Then I couldn't hold it back anymore. "Dennis, the guard said something weird. What are you in here for? What did you do?" His face went completely pale. He looked down at his hands. "I attacked someone outside a bar 6 years ago. He didn't make it." "That's horrible." Dennis's eyes filled with tears. "You don't understand. I saw him walking to his car that night and I thought it was you." Everything stopped. "What are you talking about?" "He looked exactly like you," Dennis said, his voice breaking. "Same hair, same face, same build, everything. I thought I'd finally found you after all these years. All that anger from being beaten as a kid, I thought I could finally let it out." The room started spinning. "You meant to attack me?" Dennis started crying. "I thought it was you during the attack, after he was dead. Then the police came and I saw his ID. His name was Curtis, a completely innocent man with a family." He put his head in his hands. "I took a father away from his kids because he looked like you, because I was still so angry about middle school. I'm a monster. He's genuinely sorry. He'll never forgive himself, but Curtis is still dead, and I have to live knowing that should have been me."